The Last Dance debuted Sunday night. Chicago Bulls' final championship run aired the first 2 episodes on Sunday evening. The Last Dance is a 10-part documentary on the Bulls' 6th championship run with Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Phil Jackson, Dennis Rodman, and the crew. Steve Kerr last night on SVP, on SportsCenter with SVP, talking about the NBA and how different it was during those playing days.
I think just how difficult it was. Everybody knows how great Michael was, and he went 6-0 in the finals. And you look back and you probably just assume he was so dominant that it was easy. It was not easy. It wasn't easy for him or for anybody. And he made the difficult look easy because of his dominance, but he had to dig so deep year after year, and it took so much out of him. It was just an incredible thing to be a part of, and just amazing to look back and think, man, I was part of that team, and to live that experience is pretty incredible.
I like when they're asking a young Steve Kerr, what's the difference with this Bulls team? And he kind of starts on an answer, and then he just kind of chuckles, and he's like, well, I think, the difference is we have Michael Jordan. And we'll get into this, but something that Kerr alluded to right there, and that it's so easy to forget because of how things ended and just how unstoppable he eventually became. But Michael Jordan actually represents a pretty good lesson in allowing guys time to learn how to win or to have that success, right? If you think about today's news cycle, when he got injured in year 2, misses like 60 games, his first 5 years, I think the Bulls were 500 on the dot through 5 years. Like today, you would be, oh, this guy can't win. He's a failure. He's this, he's that. So if you're a Pelicans fan out there, you're listening, and you got a young player in Zion who also looks like he could maybe change the NBA, be a little patient. Appreciate the process that it takes to get to the greatness of an MJ.
Peyton Manning jumped on SportsCenter and talked about a conversation that he shared with Joe Burrow over the weekend, and one of the main messages he had for the upcoming number 1 pick out of LSU.
I tried to learn a lot that year. I played every game. Jim Mora never took me out. I learned some things in the fourth quarter of those blowouts about what it took to be an NFL quarterback. And the next year, we went from 3-13 to 13-3. That wouldn't have happened had I not hung in there and kind of learned the ropes as a rookie, even though we took some bumps and bruises. So that's what I tried to encourage Joe and all the NFL quarterbacks, that your rookie year is not going to be the same as your senior year in college. But if you learn how fast these defensive backs are, how soon you have to get rid of the ball, understand defenses, you can become a better player and really get it going the year or two after that.
LSU Basketball added another 7-footer to the class, or added another player to the class after signing 3 players on Wednesday to bring its impressive 2020 recruiting class to now 7 players on Saturday. LSU Basketball picked up its 8th commitment in big man Josh Gray. Gray is a 7-foot center out of Brooklyn, New York, where he attended Putnam Science Academy, a 3-star prospect. Gray is the number 24 ranked center in the country. He chose LSU over Georgia, Florida State, and UConn. As a center, he averaged 10 points and 9 rebounds. LSU still doing work.
It looks like Wade going after
a 5-star on the way. Musa Sissé.
To my layman college basketball eyes, it looks like something that we talked about a lot going into this last season. They really missed having that Cavell Bigby Williams body. That kind of grinder, big man, down low, rim protector, do the dirty work, rebounds. And they've looked to replace a lot of that size through this latest recruiting class.
LSU baseball news: Eric Walker and Hal Hughes enter the NCAA transfer portal. Muso's here today. We'll let him react to that coming up over the next 2 hours.
Okay, Moose.
Walker joined the program as a freshman in 2017 and played a key role in the team's run to the College World Series.
I'm not laughing about Walker. I'm laughing about Muso's ruthlessness, being completely okay with all of this, just because it behooves LSU baseball in the end. But yeah, what a sad, adverse tale Eric Walker's time at LSU took on from just this. I mean, a moonshot in the beginning, just like came on, got better and better and better, was incredible that freshman year. Team goes to championship, and then just injury kind of derailed everything.
Leonard Fournette, ESPN.com is reporting that Leonard Fournette could be on the move. Jacksonville is in trade discussions with other teams about Fournette. The Jaguars have until May 4th to exercise their fifth-year option on Fournette, who's scheduled to make $4.16 million in base salary coming up this season. He ran for a career-high 1,152 yards and caught a team-high 76 passes last season while only scoring 3 touchdowns. His 1,674 yards from scrimmage ranked 6th in the NFL last season. Draft week, so there's going to be a lot of trade discussions coming up over the next couple of days.
Yeah. That Jaguars team, man, I ran across it on Twitter this morning, just kind of perusing it as I woke up, and I saw a headline back from 2018. This was the year after the Jags lost that tough-fought battle in the AFC Championship.
Yeah.
The next year, they came out and they beat the Pats by like 3 touchdowns, and the headline was like, Blake Bortles throws 4 touchdowns, changing of the guard. And that was it. And that was in 2018. And now that Jaguars team looks nothing like it did then. I mean,
Nothing.
Everybody is gone. Leonard Fournette's kind of maybe the last piece still hanging on, so it's probably appropriate that he, too, finds his way out of Jayville.